Mr. Steve Brown, take it away. All right.
Thank you very much, Ed. Okay, I want to talk to you this afternoon about why AI, artificial intelligence, will not take over from the professional advisor. So in Australia, and I think probably globally, there's huge talk at the moment about how technology is going to change what we do and how it's going to reduce the number of professional advisors. Particularly, I'm a lawyer, so they're talking about it's going to be really hard for graduates coming out because those positions are going to be filled by technology, artificial intelligence performing the roles that they currently perform. A bit about me, I'm a lawyer from Perth in Western Australia. If you ask me what my occupation is, I'll tell you I'm a lawyer. If you ask me what I do for a living, I'll tell you I'm a problem solver and a risk advisor. If I was at a party with you when I was in my early 20s and I had this conversation with Catherine and Matthew Burgess last night, which is what directed me to the conversation today, was I used to tell people that I mowed lawns at a golf course. And that was because I'd worked all week really hard as a lawyer and I did not want to talk any more about law. I wanted to connect with people. I didn't want to be a lawyer. I just wanted to build a connection with people that I didn't have to talk about what I did every other day of the week. As professional advisors, what we're trying to do is build trust with our clients. And if we build that trust, that is what brings them back to us, and that's what keeps them coming to us and allows us to give them value. To do that, humans innately need human contact. I've got a bit of a quote for you here from an American businesswoman by the name of Margaret Hoffman. And this is what Margaret said. She says, "For good ideas and true innovation, you need human interaction, conflict, argument, and debate." So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some things that you probably all know, but I think Greg talked earlier today about something. Did people already know that, or was it of use? And I think there's some things that are really important that are therefore really important to talk about and talk about again and keep talking about. So to develop trust with people when you're first meeting with them, I think these are couple of really important points to do that. So you've really got to listen to them. And to listen to someone, there's several techniques you use. So make eye contact with them. Let them know that they're important by making that eye contact. Use body language to let them know that you mirror their body language. That lets them know that you're in sync with them. Let them talk a fair bit at the start because that lets them know that they're important. But also ask them questions at appropriate times that shows you're on the same wavelengths as them. But give them that time at the start of the meeting to let them feel and let them build their comfort zone. Give them honesty and sincerity. So I'm a dispute resolution lawyer most of the time, and there's times when people come in and talk to me about their dispute, and sometimes I've got to be really honest with them and tell them, don't do it. I think it is a really bad idea for you to spend tens of thousands of dollars with me starting this dispute. I think it is so much better for you and your business to move on. And that I might drop $100,000 right there by telling them to do that if they listen to the advice. But that honesty is what builds trust and is what will bring them back to you the next time to do the next job and the job after that and the one after that. Talk to them then about your competency. So it's not a bit, chest pumping exercise, but it's letting them know that you know what you're doing and that you've got the skills and the ability to provide for them what they need. The next one I really love, and I suppose I've got out of this value-based pricing journey, is mutuality. Talk to them about the win-win. And the value-based pricing model really allows for you to do that. Talk to them about the value that you can provide them, but also don't be afraid of letting them know that you're going to make something out of this as well. People want successful advisors, because if you're not a successful advisor, they probably don't want you because you're probably not good at what you do. So they actually want you, or they should if they're a client worth having. They do want you to be making money. They want you to be making a profit. They want you to be successful. because that means you're going to be around for a long time to provide that service to them. Then ongoing, a couple of things. So once you've developed a client and they're there and you've got them as an ongoing client, the things that really matter are service. You've got to have consistency and reliability and have access. Be available for them. Don't fob them off. Don't pass them on to not being able to communicate with you. It's important to leverage off your team, but also continually be available to people. That's what people really cherish, because it is that human interaction, that human contact that they want. If you can't deliver, be honest about it. So, if you've got a sick kid and you've got to go home and you've got to look after them and you therefore can't deliver on that timeline, tell them that's why. I'm not going to deliver on it because my child's really important to me and I'm really sorry. I'd love to have, but I'm not going to be able to do it this time. They'll respect it. If they don't, they're not a client worth having. Regular reviews. Paul Kennedy spoke really well about this, is, regularly keep in contact with a client. Go out to their place of business and see what's going on there, because you get a really good feel for them and their business by going to them. I got one quote to finish with, if I can, Ed. So this is from a guy by the name of Paul English. And Paul says, humans want human contact. You want someone empathetic who can help you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Brown, thank you.